Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I will be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for the latest on the hit list. Now on the hit list, we look at some of the latest fixtures. Of course, the weekend promises to have plenty of stuff taking place. We have that is the gymnastics at Crete Gymnastics Club in Olympia. It Namibian National Trampoline Gymnastics Championship, 17 to 18 October, as you see there. We also have the gymnastics at Windhoek Rhythmic Gymnastics Club, Vicker Street, Olympia. That will be the National Rhythmic Gymnastic Championship, 17 Friday levels 6 to 7, 14 to 1600, level 9, 1630 to 1745 as well. And then we also have some tennis at Olympia today with the Namibia Tennis Association Senior Masters Championship also at the Centres Tennis Club. And then some basketball at DHPS. There, of course, it is the Schools League. Under 14 boys, third place. Under 16 boys, third place. Under 16 girls, semi-finals. Under 19 boys, third place. Those matches starting at 14:30. Of course, it means that they have already started. And beach volleyball in Puebla, Mexico. This is an international event. The Under 21 Volleyball World Championship from 15 to 22 October is currently underway. The African Under 21's men's title holders Jura Craft and Max Craft from Namibia will also be part of that one. And then we look at some rugby tonight as well. We have the United Rugby Championship with Dragons battling Cardiff at 20:45, Edinburgh and Benetton 20:45, and Connacht versus Bulls, that will also be 20:45 today. We go and proceed on to tomorrow, which is Saturday. There, of course, big ones. Club Cricket Namibia T20 Premier League round 1 at the Wanderers Field. We have APS Wanderers versus Windhoek High School Old Boys, 9:30. And then again at the Wanderers Field, we have CCD Tigers versus Trustcore United. That one will be at 14:30. And then there is motorsport at Tony Rust Race Track, the National Karting Championship 6th and final leg. This one is taking place all day. We'll definitely be covering that one for you on our social media pages. And then road running at Usakos, the 12th annual Omaruru Street Mile. It is expected to attract more than 1,500 runners. The event is sponsored with more than 120,000 by Omaruru Power Safe Administration and the prize money, while FNB Namibia contributed 20,000. Last year's champions were David Dam 2024 and 2023, with Alina Armas also winning the women's category. And then we have some football at the Unam Stadium, of course, friendly. There was announced that the league will kick off soon, so teams are busy preparing with preseason football there. We have Unam FC playing Unam Rundu Kembers team at 9 o'clock in the morning. Unam Ongongo versus Unam FC 12 o'clock. And then Unam Rundu Kembers versus Unam Ongongo. These are Unam derbies, of course. That's at 1500 hours. And then we have some golf at a Windhoek Golf Club. Ongo's Windhoek Open and Nagu Order Merit Event 18 to 19 October. Of course, there will be some big matches played there. And then we have the junior golf at the Rusmund Club at the coastal town of Swakopmund. Namkits Rusmund Open 18 to 19 October. And Namkits National Order event, a coaching clinic, will also be held today, which is Friday, and 17 October. Free all juniors entry will be there. The link is shared below. And then the English Premier League also returns after a break, the international football break. We have Nottingham Forest battling Chelsea at 13:30, and then Brighton versus Newcastle 1600 hours. Crystal Palace, Bournemouth 1600 hours. Manchester City against Everton 1600 hours. Sunderland versus Wolves, of course, 1600 hours, and then Fulham versus Arsenal at 18:30. And then the Rugby 2027 World Cup qualifiers, Jaguar Brazil versus Paraguay, that is at 2000 hours. Saturday continues with some rugby championship there. The Lions versus, of course, the Scarlets. Leicester, Munster, there you can see all those fixtures there for yourself as the teams battle. And then, of course, Sunday there is a triathlon at the Onap Dam near Rehoboth. And then road cycling in and around Windhoek as well. It is the inaugural Hollard Hearts Foundation road cycling race, which the sport rep also has a water stand there. Let's now go for a short break, and after that we return with the JSB segment as Brian Munango shares with us the latest bet slips and the show.
Life is unpredictable and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.
Okay, so I'm on the other side of the table. I left my guy in the kitchen. I'm trusting Philippus to come through with the chicken wings there. Hopefully he'll come through for us. But for now, let's get to the important part of the show. I think this is my favorite part of the show, where we try and give you guys some bet tips for the weekend to try and make yourself some money. The Premier League is back, and there's a lot for us to talk about. And I'm joined by none other than my brother, Javon Wilson. Brother, man, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty well. Though it's some chicken cooking over there. But I can tell you guys what else is cooking on Sunday. Man United, Liverpool. Man United will probably win that 3-0. It's our match of the week. Liverpool have been on a poor form, and I'm standing on that. I'm standing on my business. Glad to be back. Football is back. No more international breaks until, I think, November somewhere.
4 weeks.
4 weeks time. So we have a good run of some domestic football to look forward to.
That's a very, very ambitious man. Ashwin's face is like 3-0. But we'll talk more about that. Look, the sponsorship is massive. Philippus is going to represent the country at the highest level. For just in a short wrap up for you, what does that mean for JSB to be a part of this, initiative, making sure that this man gets to represent the country?
Look, yeah, not just what it means for us. We just do our part as a Namibian company, proudly Namibian company, for the nation. What it does for our people, Philip can perhaps go out there, get a podium finish, and inspire other young men to get into powerlifting in a sport that is not very well known,
yes,
right? So that's our contribution to the community, to society, and to my beautiful and beloved Namibia that we can do and help our people out there. As Ashwin perfectly placed, we don't always want you to bet something, we bet on you.
Bet with the best. If you bet, either you bet or they bet, but it's bet with the best. Look, you've been wanting a G-Wagon. It's a car that you admire, it's a car that you like. And I think one of the ways that you can win this car is through this. If we have a look at what's popping up on the screen, JSB over $100 million. Guaranteed jackpot, 62 million, biggest pool ever on the 13th and on the 25th of October. That's Soccer 13. Tell me, what's happening here, brother?
Yeah, it's a massive soccer pool. It's the first in its kind. we're making history the 25th of October. We're hoping that the fixtures should be out by Monday, Tuesday. We advise all the clients to get to the stores. Unfortunately, we do not have it online
Yet?
so it's only available in retail in our shops. So we advise the clients to get to the shops early throughout the week, place your bets. Do not wait for the Saturday rush. The queues will be long and lengthy, and stand your chance of winning, as you say, a portion of that 100 million Namibian dollars. If you are the only winner, as you saw there on your screen, the guaranteed jackpot is 62 million Namibian dollars. Brian, what would you do with 62 million?
I'll quit my job, I think. I think that's the first thing I would do. And then I would move to, I'm lying, I love my job. It won't be my job.
Sorry,
I'll probably buy like
cut that. You had to cut that.
I'll buy maybe a BMW, bro. I'll probably buy a BMW. That's the first thing I'll do. But that's a lot of money. So I'm going to try my luck. I'm definitely going to jump on that. And on our way to that, to build up the money that we need for that, let's have a look at your bet slip. I think it's most probably my favorite bet slip this weekend compared to mine, because I only had to look at yours like behind the screens. But it's pretty safe, and I don't know you for safe. So run us through.
Yeah, it is pretty safe. Look, it's the middle of the month. Nobody has much money left. We're just trying to use what we have to build some more, to create some more. Look, Palace, Bournemouth, Mateta versus Semenyo. It's a very tough fixture, that.
Yeah.
The only reason I back Palace is the fact that it's at Selhurst Park. And Palace have been outstanding. I mean, they won the FA Cup.
Against the Liverpool, yeah.
Against the Liverpool. They're playing European football. We can't ignore the Bournemouth, as I said, with Semenyo and co. Clivert as well. But I would most definitely go with Palace at that odds, especially.
Okay.
West Ham against Brentford. West Ham are due for a win.
Yes.
You know, Brentford have lost a couple of players. We all know that. Buemo came to United, and then also Wissa left to Newcastle. So they are a bit weak, and West Ham are playing home. I think they are due for a win there. I would definitely back West Ham this weekend, and I'll include them in all my bets. And then Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, they're firing, they're scoring from all angles, all different players. I think Bayern Munich will definitely put that in the bag. Small odds. And then obviously we have Celtic up against Dundee away. That's the only away fixture I have. I would definitely back the Celtic in the Scottish Premiership.
Okay. I hope you guys jumped on the odds, jumped on the code. Copy the code, copy the QR, copy the code. Place your own bet slip. You can play around with it. Mix it up. If you want to jump on that one, just jump on that one. Let's have a look at mine. Mine is a little bit more conserved. I went with Manchester City to beat Everton. I think Haaland is undeniably the striker in form right now. I think him and Kane are gunning for that title. But having a look at Crystal Palace, I have to agree with you. But I'm going to play it safe. The odds are still high. I'm going to go for a double chance and less than 3.5 goals in that game. Definitely have to include the Arsenal. They're looking great this season. I think the odds are ridiculous at 1.5 to get the win against Fulham. So I think they're going to get the win. They're going to stay on top of the table there. And then the last one, I'm going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going with Barcelona to win the first half. And like you saw there, the odds are at 1.47. In total, we have 12 odds. I'm putting down $200 for this one. It pays 2,758. I think that's some good money that you can get. Copy the code, get the money, use that money, get on the Soccer 13 next week, win your share of 6 over 100 million. As simple as that. And before we leave, Javon, anything else you'd like to leave our punters with?
Yeah, obviously the Soccer 13 is 8 days left until that massive pool. But we also have a massive pool tomorrow, which is 18 million guaranteed jackpot if you're the only winner. So we'd like to wish our punters nothing but the best. And obviously, most importantly, we'd like to wish Philip for next week nothing but the best to go represent us well and to showcase our talent as Namibians, and bring back gold.
Bring back gold. Yeah, no, we are behind Philip all the way. So best goes to him. Hopefully he represents us well in South America. It's pretty far. It's going to be a long flight. But from us in studio, bet with the best. That's all the time that we do have for you. We'll be seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye.
Now, the Hollard Foundation also has something planned this weekend. It will be on Sunday, of course, a big cycling event there, raising for the heart, of course, a compassionate event, as one can say. Now, Brian Munango this week had an interview with the organizers. Let's hear from them.
So viewers, like I said, we've spoken about the football, that's out of the way. For this one, I am joined by Zelda Buitendag. Zelda, thank you for joining us in studio. And
Thank you,
for taking
Brian.
time out of your schedule to be with us today.
Thank you, I appreciate it and I like being here.
Okay, let's get right into it. This upcoming weekend is a big weekend for you guys. I mean, on the 19th of October, the Sunday, we're getting ready for the Hollard Hudson Foundation.
Hollard Hearts Foundation. Yes, the Hollard Hearts Foundation is hosting a cycling event on the 19th of October. It's so exciting, you know, we're starting at the cricket grounds, the new cricket grounds where we had the victory last weekend.
Right after the victory, that's a good one.
So we're
yes.
riding that wave. The route is quite nice, you know, going up the new Huggy Geinkop
I think that's going to be
highway.
exciting. I think that's going to be very exciting. So they're not taking the normal route that we're used to. They're taking the road that's not ready for driving it.
Yes.
So it's just going to be them.
It's going to be them. It's a safe road. You know, we're all about, Hollard is quite synonym with, it's quite with cycling.
Okay,
You know,
yes.
we like cycling, we know cycling, and it's important for safety
Yes.
for the cyclists. And the one plan was to do the new highway, you know, for the excitement, but also for the safety of it.
Okay, I'm sure. Like I saw with the different categories, there's a bit of something for everyone. There's the 100Ks for the serious guys. There's the 60Ks for those that want to take it a bit lighter, and then I think 30Ks for people like me. But I won't be taking part this year. My doctor said my hamstring is still not fully healed yet, so I'll just be on the sidelines. But can you touch a bit on the categories and what we can look forward to on the day?
Yes. You're saying about your hamstring, cycling is also not my forte. You know, when my cleat got stuck and I fell, that was the last time I got on the bike. So I would also just be there
Yeah, just to watch,
to support.
Just support, cheer, and then give the love from the side. Yes, I
Yes.
agree with you.
So we have the elites that can do the 100 kilometers. You know, that is there's a lot of water points in between, but that is for the elite cyclists. And then
Okay.
we have the 60 for people that are more seasoned in cycling, and the 30 for the people that are driving or are cycling for fun.
Yes.
And when you want to take your family, or you just want to take your sports team or your school team and just have some fun, there's a 30-kilometer
Ride for them.
ride for that. Yes.
Okay. Now, speaking about organizing this whole thing, can you, how did all of that go? Putting all of this together, getting the NCG ground to have as the starting and the finish. Is everything ready to go? Are you guys ready for Sunday?
Yes, we are. We are so excited for Sunday, and there went a lot of planning into this. The Hollard Hearts Foundation is set up of, you know, a lot of different types of people. There are salespeople, legal people, admin people. So the quality of the race and the quality of the setup is, as always, excellent.
Okay.
We got the stadium. It's a lovely place to start. It's a fantastic place to end.
Beautiful.
And we decided specifically on the stadium because we wanted to make it a family event. You know, the Hollard Hearts Foundation is not merely to get some funds and then distribute it. We started with it this year, and we want to make it, you know, they say charity starts at home.
Yes.
And it starts where you teach your family, where you teach your kids, where you get more in tune with where needs are. And that is what we are cultivating at this race, to say bring the family. We have the sports grounds, we have this facility, we
Yes.
have lots of vendors, we have lots of a play park for the smaller kids. The bigger kids can bring their bicycles and drive around the stadium to create that culture of giving
Yes.
and plant the seed with the youth.
Well, and I think that was very beautifully said. Okay, now tell us a bit more about the foundation. So, when did this beautiful initiative start? When did you guys come up with this? And yeah, what are your roles and responsibilities in the foundation? What is the foundation all about?
So Hollard was always, as a company, very invested in the community.
Giving back into the community, yeah.
However, we did see we need something more structured, we need something more goal orientated.
Okay.
And therefore we registered this non-profit company, the Hollard Hearts Company. And we have board members, we have directors, we have everything that a company needs to be successful.
Yes.
And we said, let's run it from that view, from that angle. And the main goal is not just to generate some funds for a certain project and then we're done. Like I said, it's creating a culture. It's a movement we want to create.
Have it not just as a once-off thing, but have its place in Namibia's economy, for example. In Namibia,
Yes.
like people should know about what this is.
And one of the main things, just to touch on it, that we want to use the funds for is the state-funded old age homes. You know, they are so run down. We want to renovate it, but not just renovate it. We want to make it accessible for the elderly people. You know, the hand railings that they need when they use the bathrooms,
Yes.
the anti-slip when they walk into their front door. And that is things that, you know, is long-lasting and it has an impact.
Yes.
Well, we mentioned the Power Safe Omaruru Street Mile that's also taking place. Earlier this week, there was a press conference announcing the event taking place this weekend. Let's hear from a race director and Erongo Regional Sports Officer, Bethold Karumendu, about the proceedings. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Of the Erongo Power Safe Straight Mile Race 2025. So the event will be taking place on the 18th. And we're so glad that you guys are here just to amplify what we're going to say and just share it with the public. So without wasting time, let me just welcome Mr. Leto Hamola, who will share with us. Oh yeah, let me just welcome our race director, Mr. BK Kendo, who is also a regional sport.
Thank you very much. As an historical moment after 5 years hosting this Omaruru Street Mile. Let me also use this opportunity to apologize on behalf of my sponsorship. Since we started this race, my main sponsor is Shield Namibia Erongo Power Safe. Shield Namibia is a supplier retail to certain hostels in Namibia, including the Erongo Power Safe hostel in Omaruru, which is run by the son of Omaruru Spa. Those are the guys who have supported me since 12 years ago. It was not an easy way to organize this event when your sponsorship is telling you, we will give you the money, we are not going to involve, you organize yourself. So, but for me as a sport fraternity, I was looking forward as a challenge for me to organize this event. Starting back in 2013, in October, we have 484 participants 12 years ago. Last year, we have 1,512. So the numbers have going up to over 1,000, which is a mass participation. Remember this event, it is one of our ministerial initiatives, mass participation event. It is a talent application, and it is also contributing towards road running development in Namibia. Without wasting of time, I would like to acknowledge the Erongo Power Safe hostel back home in Omaruru for securing more than 120,000 for sponsorship of this race. And I also like to acknowledge First National Bank also securing a 20,000 towards prize money as well. In the absence of Coca-Cola and in the absence of the local authority, Omaruru municipality, who make sure that the street of Verawa is ready for the mile, because it's a loop race. From the other side of the road, go down and then finish in the other side of the road, in the middle of the city or the town. It's an exciting event with various categories. We are not going to have an online registration. We are going to have a registration on arrival on the 17th of October. This is Friday, until 10 o'clock in the night, and then before the race in the morning of the 18th, you can also come and register. We have various categories. We don't want to exclude anyone. For inclusive, we also include some wheelchair races, a T53 and T54 combined. We hope maybe if they turn up on Friday for registration, there is a category for them. Then we have a primary division, and boys and girls, secondary division, which is junior boys and girls. We have veterans, 40 to 49, and then we have masters and grandmaster, 50 plus. And then we have the main category, which is the senior category, which is 20 to 39. Those are the main category who walk away with a 7,000, both men and women, if they win the race on Saturday. But there's also a bonus. Anybody who go under 4 minutes on the mile may get a 1,000 or 2,000 bonus on that. If there's a male person on Saturday who will go, so they must go and run for their money. In the meantime, I would also like, Mr. Chief, my Chief Sport Officer representing the Directorate of Sport, we also acknowledge the Directorate of Sport for securing transport, all respective regions to Omaruru. So the Directorate of Sport also inject something in this race since we started back 2012. So I'm looking forward for everyone. We are not going to leave everyone behind. So if you are around Omaruru, if you are around Oshiwarongo, those one who can drive in the morning, they can make it also and have a fun day with us. It's a mass participation event. It's a fun event on the main street of Omaruru. So Omaruru will be on fire on that day. And on behalf of my main sponsor, those are the guys who are supporting this event to keep it alive until the 12th edition. And I will looking forward to accept to accommodate everyone that are coming from their respective region for that street mile. Thank you very much.